rushed to the car and banged on the driver's window. The tinted window rolled down, and the driver looked at me with concern and asked, "Hey kid, are you okay?" "I'm fine, sir. Please can you take me to the hospital?" The driver glanced nervously at the back seat where a cold, elegant woman was sitting. I knew the driver answered to her, so I walked straight to the back seat and knocked on the window. "Ma'am, could you give me a ride? My grandma's in critical condition. I need to get to the hospital. Please help me." The driver heard what I said and was clearly moved. Then a cool, crisp voice came through. "Get in." The driver was relieved and quickly told me to hop in the front. But then the woman in back spoke again. "Sit in the back." The driver paused, then hurried out to open the back door for me. I was in too much of a rush to care. I jumped right in. The moment I sat down, I caught a lovely, subtle fragrance. It actually calmed me down a little. I said, "Thank you." Victoria glanced at me and gave a soft nod. The car cruised smoothly down the road. Thankfully, it was late and the streets were empty. So even though the driver was going fast, it was totally fine. I mean, not many people would risk their life just to hitch a ride like I did. Half an hour later, the car pulled up to the hospital. I barely had time to thank Victoria before I bolted out and ran straight to the OR. The driver watched me go, then turned to Victoria and asked, "Ma'am, what now?" Before he could finish, Victoria had already opened her door and was heading into the hospital. The driver didn't waste a second and followed her out. They quickly found me standing outside the operating room. Grandma had already been rushed into surgery. I had just gotten there. When a nurse came rushing out and told me to go pay the surgery fee, I held the bill in my hand, my fingertips turning white. But I had no money to pay just then. Victoria's crisp voice came from behind Old Wang. "Go pay the bill." The driver, Old Wang, stepped right up and took the bill from my hand and rushed off to the billing window. I just stared at Victoria, my eyes getting misty. I said, "Thank you, seriously, thank you so much." My voice was breaking. Victoria's expression didn't change. She just pulled a clean handkerchief from her pocket and held it out to me. "You're welcome." I took the handkerchief. My throat felt like it was closing up. All the pain I had been holding in just came pouring out because of this stranger's kindness. Tears rolled down my face one after another. Splashing onto the floor, Victoria watched me, but she didn't say a word of comfort. She just stood there quietly by my side. Old Wang came back pretty quick. He glanced at Victoria first, then walked over to me and said, "Hey kid, don't cry. The bill's been paid, your grandma's gonna be just fine." Tears kept streaming down my face with no sign of stopping. Seeing me like that reminded Old Wang of his own son, and his heart ached a little. Victoria looked at Old Wang and he caught on and walked over to her. They whispered for a moment, then Old Wang left with a big smile. Not long after, Old Wang came jogging back with a bag. He handed me a hot cup of milk tea and said, "Here kid, drink some tea, it'll warm you up." I looked at Old Wang with my red puffy eyes, about to thank him, but then he said, "The young lady told me to go get it for you." I looked at Victoria and said thanks again. I must have said thank you a dozen times tonight. 2 hours later, the OR doors finally opened. My childhood sweetheart pretended to be broke this whole time, just to test if I was only after her money. And her final test was blowing through 100 grand I had worked so hard to save. That was the money to save my grandma's life for her surgery. I stared at my drained bank card. I was in total shock and couldn't process it. I held back my anger and asked gently, "Ruby, where did you spend the money?" "Can you get it back?" Ruby went silent on the other end of the line for a long time. Then suddenly she said this, "Ben, what if I told you I already spent it, and I can't get it back? What would you do?" The second I heard Ruby spent the money, all I could think was, it was gone. Grandma wouldn't be able to get the surgery. I was going to lose the last family I had. Ruby noticed I wasn't saying anything, so she said in a casual tone, "Benny, I know I should have told you first, and that's on me, but the money's already spent. You're not mad at me, right? I mean, it wasn't even that much. Once I make more money later." I didn't wait for her to finish. I just hung up and stood there in front of the hospital billing window, completely lost. All of a sudden, I got a text from an unknown number, room 302 at Jesse's bar. "There's a surprise waiting." Unknown number, weird message. But for some reason, this sense of dread started creeping up on me. I hesitated for a few seconds, then I rushed out of the hospital. Grabbed a cab straight to the bar, and there was Ruby. To put me to the test, she had invited all her sketchy friends out. Calling it an early celebration of our 1-year anniversary, drinks were flowing. When the VIP room door slowly pushed open, everyone turned to look. A thin figure was standing quietly in the doorway. When they realized it was me, Ruby shot up from her seat and rushed over to the door. Her face was full of panic and confusion. She had no idea why I suddenly show up and asked, "Ben, what are you doing here?" Ruby looked totally flustered. She reached out trying to grab my hand, but I pulled away. Ruby's heart sank. She grabbed my hand desperately and tried to explain. "Benny, it's not what you think, let me explain." I looked at my girlfriend and suddenly gave her a gentle smile and said, "Ruby, let's break up." My voice was soft, but rock solid. Ruby froze for a moment. Then she shook her head like crazy. No, I'm not breaking up." "Benny, I can explain, I swear I can explain." I pried her fingers off me one by one. My tone was gentle but firm. "I've made up my mind, Ruby, just let me go. All I'm asking is for you to give me back my money." After a year together, Ruby knew I meant what I said. Once I set my mind on something, nobody could change it. If I said we're done, there was absolutely no going back, but Ruby didn't want to break up. She was so close to being with me forever. She begged, "Benny, please, don't break up with me, okay?" I looked at her calmly. My eyes swept across everyone in the room and finally landed on number 10. From an angle Ruby couldn't see, number 10 flashed me a smug smirk. Her lips moved as if she was saying, "You can't beat me." I looked at Ruby and slowly said, "Fine, we won't break up. But give me 100 grand right now. All I need is 100K. Ruby looked a little uneasy. She bit her lip. "Benny, can you just give me one more day? Tomorrow I'll give you whatever you want. Whatever you need, just not today. Please." I looked at her with disappointment. My lips trembled for a moment, and after a long pause, I managed to say weakly, "Ruby, all I want is the money in my bank account. Give it back, and from now on we go our separate ways." Ruby still tried to hold on, but right then my phone rang. The instant I saw the caller ID, my pupils dilated. I answered without a second thought. Whatever they said on the other end made my face go completely pale. I turned to leave, but Ruby grabbed my wrist. She begged, "Ben, I don't want to break up." I struggled. "Ruby, let go of me." "No, I don't want to break up. Stay until tomorrow. I'll give you whatever you want." I glanced back at her. Then I slapped her across the face hard. We're done for good. I broke free from her and walked away without looking back. I rushed out of the bar in a panic, but it was already late at night. Not a soul on the street and barely any cabs around. That call was from the hospital. The doctor said Grandma's condition had gotten worse. They told me to get there ASAP when I heard that. It felt like the sky was falling. I needed to get to the hospital. I had zero time to think about the mess with Ruby, but after waiting over 10 minutes, not a single cab showed up. The Maybach was slowly rolling in from a distance. I was desperate to get to the hospital, so I gritted my teeth and ran into the middle of the road. Tires screeched through the quiet street. I slowly opened my eyes. The Maybach had stopped less than 4 inches from me. If the driver had been even a split second slower, or a little less skilled, I would have been launched right through the air. I didn't even have time to be scared. I rushed to the car and banged on the driver's window. The tinted window rolled down, and the driver looked at me with concern and asked, "Hey kid, are you okay?" "I'm fine, sir. Please can you take me to the hospital?" The driver glanced nervously at the back seat where a cold, elegant woman was sitting. I knew the driver answered to her, so I walked straight to the back seat and knocked on the window. "Ma'am, could you give me a ride? My grandma's in critical condition. I need to get to the hospital. Please help me." The driver heard what I said and was clearly moved. Then a cool, crisp voice came through. "Get in." The driver was relieved and quickly told me to hop in the front. But then the woman in back spoke again. "Sit in the back." The driver paused, then hurried out to open the back door for me. I was in too much of a rush to care. I jumped right in. The moment I sat down, I caught a lovely, subtle fragrance. It actually calmed me down a little. I said, "Thank you." Victoria glanced at me and gave a soft nod. The car cruised smoothly down the road. Thankfully, it was late and the streets were empty. So even though the driver was going fast, it was totally fine. I mean, not many people would risk their life just to hitch a ride like I did. Half an hour later, the car pulled up to the hospital. I barely had time to thank Victoria before I bolted out and ran straight to the OR. The driver watched me go, then turned to Victoria and asked, "Ma'am, what now?" Before he could finish, Victoria had already opened her door and was heading into the hospital. The driver didn't waste a second and followed her out. They quickly found me standing outside the operating room. Grandma had already been rushed into surgery. I had just gotten there. When a nurse came rushing out and told me to go pay the surgery fee, I held the bill in my hand, my fingertips turning white. But I had no money to pay just then. Victoria's crisp voice came from behind. "Old Wang, go pay the bill." The driver, Old Wang, stepped right up and took the bill from my hand and rushed off to the billing window. I just stared at Victoria.
Miley, just kill me up. Did he teleport? Where'd he go? Guys. Oh. Oh. No. Okay, I don't think Tinky Winkle's gonna despawn. So this is Tinky Winkle. He's my new pet. I would appreciate if people were nice to him because he doesn't like being stared at. Yeah, he's a little bit shy. You could break the boat after you trap him. No, because he's gonna teleport out. I don't want him to teleport. Why is everyone saying the same comment? Yeah, they're all like, "Oh my god, he's shy. He misses out." Okay, I'll accept him. Be nice. Hop in the boat and turn it around. He's in the driver's seat. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay. I didn't realize I could drive it with him in it. No. Oh my god, I almost killed him. Okay. This is Tinky Winkle's corner. I'm not gonna move anymore. He's just a chill guy. Yes, he is. So I don't know. Should I put like a glass or like a fence or something, or should I just leave him in the corner to be? He's so tall. Yeah, for real. He's just a chill guy. The legs break. You know chorus fruit?
Scary.
I don't have chorus fruit. Glass? I don't know, guys. Is it fair to lock him? Is it fair to lock him in a chamber? He's not hurting anyone. He's just here and lock him up. Look in his eyes. He doesn't like being, oops. He doesn't like being looked at, so. Put a fence and put a sign that says "Don't touch." I don't know, because I don't want him to be treated like an animal, because he's not an animal. Like, he was hurting you. You came across my For You page, it says you have cheats on? I don't know, because on Java, I don't think there's any cheats. I have commands on, I have keep inventory on. You're like the only black character in the chamber. I am not locking him in a chamber, so, I don't want to lock him in a chamber either. He can just sit in the corner. He's like my security guard, right? He can have furniture. Might as well make it look pretty. Yeah, I wanna, I don't know. I guess that's cheats. I don't keep inventory on, so I don't know. I guess that's considered cheating. To a lot of people it is, but I don't really care what a lot of people think. I need my zombie Julio. Should I get a pet zombie too, guys? What do you guys think? Give him a pension. Let him go swimming? No, let him kill him. Make him a room. A fence with flowers. I don't know. I don't want him to be treated like a zoo animal. He's not an animal. He's my friend. He's my only friend. Actually, he's my husband. Guys, he's my husband. You guys can't pet spider? Oh, absolutely not. I don't like spiders. I don't like him in real life. I don't like him in Minecraft. No zombies? No zombies or no zombies? I think that's cheat. I don't think that's cheat. No, like you can get achievements. Yeah, I do get achievements. Try to put passive on. He will not be aggressive. I don't know, guys. Add a share picture. No zombies. Pet chicken. I want to start a farm, so I don't know. Why is there a torch in the middle of the room? Because I haven't finished decorating yet, so I just kind of have torches everywhere. Pet bunny. Wait, that's cute. Yeah, I want to get a pet bunny. I want to get a bunny of every race. Baby piglet. No, if I change it to peaceful, he's gonna disappear, and I don't want that to happen, right? Right, Tinky Winkle? Right? Right. This is my husband. Have you gotten any animals? I want to get a cat, though. Like, this is my only, pet, but he's my husband. This is my husband's baby. He's real cute, isn't he? Are you an Enderman? I put him in a boat, and he's my friend. My husband. My husband friend. I don't have my boyfriend. I know I have a husband in Minecraft, and it's a freaking Enderman. Nina? No. I've only been able to get cats from cages. I don't get axolotl. I want an army of axolotls because I want to get the rare blue axolotl. And I want to make a building for it blocked. Now you need to build a place to get married. That's true. I should build a cathedral. Oh, like the Cologne Cathedral in Germany. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not building that. It looks like your pin bit. Which one? I have 3. I put him in a boat. So basically, I put a boat on him, and he just walked into it. There's people smoking cat profile pictures being weird. Guys, I don't know. I might get off. My back's starting to hurt really bad, and I don't feel like doing anything else today. I mean, I could finish this before I leave, but I don't know, guys. I'm really tired.
Stay back.
I want to take a break. I'm scared my Enderman's gonna die. Name to follow Secret 3929. Bring Tinky Winkle. Try to beat the game. Yeah, Loki, beating the game's gonna take forever because, like, I mean, I'm gonna kill the Ender Dragon eventually, but, like, and then what? You know? Because I don't want to, like, end the world when I beat the Ender Dragon. I need more, Halo. One hater earlier had a smoking cat profile picture. Wait, low-key. I don't know what the disease is with the smoking cat profile pictures. Oh wait, I have more. I didn't realize I had these. Okay, so I'm gonna make this 4-block stall. Hold on. So I can do an arch. Okay, can he still hold stuff? I don't know. He hasn't held anything. Maybe it's bots? Nah, bro, these people are like real people. And it's actually kind of shameful. Like, it'd be better if they were bots. Shelves. Oh, I have these shelves I also want to use to decorate. Signs, I guess. Fences. Make him a room.
Here, let me
But that's smart. I should bring him downstairs to my... Hold on. I'm gonna make another bed for him, for Tinky Winkle. Come on, let's go downstairs. I hope this is tall enough for him. Come on. Oh god, this is a little hard. Wait, I think I could just drive the boat. Hold on. Let me use my brain here. I can. Let's go. Don't suffocate, please. Oh shoot. And I don't have the axe either. Oh my god. He will be my sleep paralysis demon. Actually, yeah. I'm gonna put him right here, in this corner. Let me back up, but I don't want to die. Okay, I can back up a little more. Just push the boat. I think driving is faster, Loki. Hold on. A little bit more. Let me see. Nope, a little bit more. I don't want him to suffocate and die, though. I'm not trying to kill him. Okay, a little more. You play Minecraft? No, bro. Why would you even assume that I play Minecraft? Like, why? Like, hello? Who even plays Minecraft anymore? The big 26. Okay, that's Tinky Winkle. A little more? No. If I do any more, I'm scared he's gonna die. When you try to sleep, it will tell you there's monsters nearby. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. No. Do you stream? I'm actually offended that you would even assume something like that. That's kind of crazy. Okay, so now I gotta figure out what to do with Tinky Winkle because I can't sleep since he's literally in my room. Okay, cute. This is my enchanting room. It's not done yet, but it's the best we're gonna get for today. No, this is a pre-made video. Make a new room. The battle boat.
We killed him. I think we got all of them.
Oh, Chad, this is
I
terrible.
think you're right.
I'm gonna hop on the battle bus, though. We gotta eat
Burns arrived.
Okay.
Watch your step. That water looks pretty deep.
Hey, that's what we can do once we're done.
What's that?
You can teach me how to swim.
You got it. I'm on the other side.
Cool. Drop that ladder down for me.
All right, hold on.
I woke up as the real heir everyone hated. By then, the story was almost over. The fake heir was
Right, just
adored
stick
by
to the
everyone.
edge.
Meanwhile, I'd been
It's
kicked out
shallow
and left
over
on the
there.
streets. I was still holding half a rotten meat bone I'd snatched from a dog. After seeing this miserable ending, I had zero desire to keep living. I looked up at the sky. I was trying to choose a dignified way to end it all. But then, a group of kidnappers dragged me into a van. A knife was pressed against my throat. This is a kidnapping. Don't move. Tell your family to bring us 10 million, or we'll kill you. I dropped the bun and screamed for help. The kidnapper froze. Then he quickly covered my mouth. You think I won't kill you right now? I don't. Go ahead and prove it. The kidnapper ignored me. He pulled out my phone. He held it up to my face and unlocked it. Then he called Li Ruyan. She answered almost immediately. Wei Dong, stop clinging to us like a bad rash. Can you just leave us alone? How many times do I have to tell you? I'll never accept you as my brother. The kidnapper paused, but he forced himself to continue. We have your brother. Bring us 10 million or he dies. Liu Ruyan scoffed. Wei Dong, this little act is pathetic. You're faking a kidnapping for sympathy? Give it a rest. Kill him if you want. You're not getting a cent from me. The fake heir was also on the other end. Liu Nanxing just said, listen, maybe Wei Dong just wants everyone's attention. You should go check on him. Nanxing, you're too kind. There's no way someone like him really did that. The whole thing. Then she hung up. Aren't you the Liu family's real heir? Why do they care more about the fake one? Why are you looking at me? Hurry up and kill me! The sun sets in half an hour. If you don't kill me soon, you'll have to spend another 18 bucks. You're not planning to feed me dinner, are you? Once they killed me, I'd finally be free from this hated identity. I felt bad about what happened to the original owner of the body, but I really didn't want to keep struggling in this world. Before coming here, I was just an ordinary office worker. I had no parents at home, and no friends at all. Then one day an accident happened. The car ran a red light and sent me flying over Avon. In that moment, everything ended. I was finally freed from my living. I stared hopefully at the future. They pulled together and looked for Avon. In the end, they decided to kill me. Then they decided to rob a jewelry store for quick. Boss, didn't we agree to only demand ransom? I don't think I can afford that whole robbery. The older kidnapper replied impatiently. All about getting money. What's the difference? We already have the money. We'll grab what we want. Why are you scared? The damn thing we have to look at that.
Freezing!
We'll let you go when it's over. Hey, can I ask one tiny favor? After the robbery, could you stab me? You know, finish me off? No, robbery and murder are completely different. Even I know that much. You think I'm stupid? After failing to smash the glass, the kidnapper snapped.
Alright,
He pulled a switchblade from his pocket.
give me a foot.
Then he grabbed a young woman crouching on the floor. Screw it, I've got nothing to lose. If I'm going to prison, I'm taking someone with me. The sharp knife made the woman turn even paler. It was a huge contrast to my excited expression. Hopefully I'd die quickly. Then I could even save the money I'd spend on dinner. Maybe I'd catch up with the original owner in the afterlife. Then the two of us could have a nice chat. He raised the switchblade high above his head. Everyone immediately screamed. I rushed in front of the young woman. Ready to die, I shielded her with my body. I felt the cold blade in my stomach. A million sense of peace washed over me.
You okay?
I closed my eyes.
Yeah.
A relieved smile appeared on my face.
It just
Was I finally going to
surprised
die? My body slowly went limp. The
Man,
young
I
woman
can't
was already
wait for those
sobbing.
things to be wiped
She
out.
screamed desperately into my ear.
Get
But I
the
closed
door.
my eyes and drifted away. Before losing consciousness, I forced my eyes open. A woman appeared in my blurred vision. She held my limp body and screamed frantically. But what are you all standing around for? Call an ambulance! This woman had to be Liu Rian from the novel. Liu Nanxing, who'd stolen the original owner's identity for 18 years, ran away that night. The family searched for her all night. When they found her, she was soaking wet and crying in their arms. Dad, sis, I thought you didn't want me anymore. Liu Rian pulled her into a protective box. Then she turned and screamed furiously at the original owner. This is all your fault. Don't think sharing our blood gives you special treatment. I'm telling you, you'll never take Nanxing's place. Blood can never replace all the years we spent together. From that day on, everything changed. The original owner spent an entire year desperately trying to please them. All he wanted was a little love from his family, but all he received was contempt and coldness. The sharp smell of disinfectant filled my nose. I struggled to open my eyes. I saw a hint of concern on Liu Ruyan's face. Wait, you're always getting hurt on purpose to get attention. Otherwise, I never would have ignored you. Shut up. The original owner might have been afraid of you. He might have tried to please you, but I won't. Something around my neck was digging into my skin. I reached up and touched it. It was an old, worn-out Lucky Charm. I didn't have the original owner's memories, so I casually tossed it away. Liu Ruyan had been about to say something, but then she saw me throw away the charm. The words suddenly died in her throat. She stared at me intensely. Wait, you're really throwing that charm away. What else would I do? Why wouldn't I throw it away? I don't even want my life. Why would I care about some faded old charm? Liu Ruyan grew even angrier. Wei Dong, do you even remember where that charm came from? No. Liu Ruyan immediately flew into a rage. She searched my face for any sign that I was acting. But I honestly didn't remember. Wei Dong, your acting skills just keep getting better. I bet you hired those kidnappers too. You did all this to get our attention, so you could return to the Liu family. Now I know we made the right choice 18 years ago. Thank God we kept Nanxing. And not a scheming person like you. I completely ignored Liu Ruyan. Then I looked around the hospital room. It was on the 18th floor. What a lucky number. The window was definitely big enough for me to climb through. Sorry, doctors and nurses. I wasted all your valuable time treating me. Holding my wound, I slowly moved toward the window. Liu Ruyan stood there with her arms crossed. What now? Are you putting on another pathetic act? You're only doing this for the Liu family's money, aren't you? You're really going all out. Before Liu Ruyan could finish mocking me, I quickly climbed out the window. I was ready to jump, but my weightless fall suddenly stopped. A sharp pain shot through my arm as my muscles stretched. Annoyed, I opened my eyes. I looked up. Liu Ruyan's face was bright red. She was desperately holding onto my arm. Her face was filled with panic and terror. Let go. Liu Ruyan tightened her grip, her voice clearly trembling. Wait, I'm not letting go. I was wrong before. Stop moving. I'm going to pull you up. I had no idea where she found the strength, but she somehow dragged my 100-pound body back through the window. She nearly pulled my arm out of its socket. Still terrified, Liu Ruyan hugged me tightly. Her entire body shook after the close call.
All right,
Are you
let's see what we
insane?
got.
This is the 18th floor. Thank God I reacted quickly. I managed to grab you just in time. Otherwise, you would have been smashed to pieces. She suddenly seemed to realize something. Wei Dong, I thought you were only putting on an act. I thought you just wanted our attention. I never thought you truly wanted to die. I looked at her in confusion. Liu Ruyan hated the original owner. She should have been happy if I died. So why did she look so full of regret? Before I could figure it out, my wound, which hadn't healed, tore open again. My eyes rolled back. Then I completely passed out. When I woke up again, I was at the Liu family mansion. Night had already fallen. I could clearly hear Liu Ruyan arguing in the living room. Wei Dong really doesn't want to live anymore. He nearly died in front of me twice today. Liu Dali's stern voice immediately responded. Wei Dong may be my biological son, but I could tell the moment I saw him that he was rotten to the core. Someone already raised him badly. He came here claiming to be our family. Wasn't it obviously the Liu family's money? Trying to kill himself? He only put on that show to get more money from us. Mom, Wei Dong wasn't pretending. That was the 18th floor. I barely managed to grab him in time. Otherwise, he would have been crushed on impact. He must have suffered something unbearable. Why else would he have the courage to jump from the 18th floor? Even now, her hands were still trembling. She remembered what had happened. Her face was still deathly pale. The irritation vanished from the Liu couple's faces. It was replaced by disbelief. I awkwardly opened the door. Then I interrupted at the worst possible moment. Sorry to interrupt. Am I allowed to leave now? Everyone looked even more shocked. After all, they were used to seeing me desperately trying to please them. They were used to watching me fail miserably every time. But now, I wanted nothing from any of them. They couldn't adjust to the change. Everyone fell silent. I woke up as the real heir everyone hated. By then, the story was almost over. The fake heir was adored by everyone. Meanwhile, I'd been kicked out and left on the streets. I was still holding half a rotten meat bun I'd snatched from a dog. After seeing this miserable ending, I had zero desire to keep living. I looked up at the sky. I was trying to choose a dignified way to end it all. But then, a group of kidnappers dragged me into a van. A knife was pressed against my throat. This is a kidnapping. Don't move. Tell your family to bring us 10 million, or we'll kill you. I dropped the bun and screamed for help. The kidnapper froze. Then he quickly covered my mouth. You think I won't kill you right now? I don't. Go ahead and prove it. The kidnapper ignored me. He pulled out my phone. He held it up to my face and unlocked it. Then he called Liu Ruyan. She answered almost immediately. Wei Dong, stop clinging to us like a bad rash. Can you just leave us alone? How many times do I have to tell you? I'll never accept you as my brother. The kidnapper paused, but he forced himself to continue. We have your brother. Bring us 10 million or he dies. Liu Ruyan scoffed. Wei Dong, this little act is pathetic. You're faking a kidnapping for sympathy? Give it a rest. Kill him if you want. You're not getting a cent from me. The fake heir was also on the other end. Liu Nanxing gently said. Maybe Wei Dong just wants everyone's attention. We should go check on him. Nanxing, you're too kind. There's no way someone like him was really kidnapped. He clearly staged the whole thing. Then she hung up. Aren't you the Liu family's real heir? Why do they care more about the fake one? Why are you looking at me? Hurry up and kill me! The sun sets in half an hour. If you don't kill me soon, you'll have to spend another 18 bucks. You're not planning to feed me dinner, are you? Once they killed me, I'd finally be free from this hated identity. I felt bad about what happened to the original owner of this body, but I really didn't want to keep struggling in this world. Before coming here, I was just an ordinary office worker. I had no parents or family, and no friends at all. Then one day an accident happened. A car ran a red light and sent me flying over 800 meters. In that moment, everything ended. I was finally freed from my miserable life. I stared hopefully at the kidnappers in front of me, but they huddled together and whispered for ages. In the end, they decided not to kill me. Instead, they decided to rob a jewelry store for quick cash.
What are you doing?
The younger kidnapper hesitated. Boss, didn't we agree to only demand ransom? I don't think I can handle an actual robbery. The older kidnapper replied impatiently.
I won't let you take
It's all about getting money. What's the difference?
This is
We
our
already have a
future.
hostage.
Think of all the
Grab
lives
loot and
we'll
run.
save.
What are you scared of? The jail food is absolute bad. Every meal has meat. Either way, we win. The younger kidnapper nodded. He turned and threatened me viciously. Behave and cooperate with the robbery.
Shut the hell up.
We'll let you go when it's over. Hey, can I ask one tiny favor? After the robbery, could you stab me? Finish me off? No, robbery and murder are completely different. Even I know that much. You think I'm stupid? After failing to smash the glass, the kidnapper snapped. He pulled a switchblade from his pocket. He grabbed the young woman crouching on the floor. Screw it, I've got nothing to lose. If I'm going to prison, I'm taking someone with me. The sharp knife made the woman turn even paler. The huge contact my excited expression. Hopefully I die quickly. Then I could even save the money I spend on dinner. Maybe I'd catch up with the original owner in the afterlife. Then the two of us could have a nice chat. He raised the switchblade high above his head. Everyone immediately screamed. I rushed in front of the young woman. Ready to die, I shielded her with my body. I felt the cold blade sink into my stomach. A familiar sense of peace washed over me. I closed my eyes. A relieved smile appeared on my face. Was I finally going to die? My body slowly went limp. The young woman was already sobbing. She screamed desperately into my ear. But I closed my eyes and drifted away. Before they could touch and forced my eyes open, a woman appeared and I heard her. She held my limp body and screamed frantically. What are you all standing around for? Call an ambulance! This woman had to be Liu Ruyan from the novel. Liu Nanxing, who stolen the original owner's identity for 18 years, ran away that night. The family searched for her all night. When they found her, she was soaking wet and crying in their arms. Dad, sis, I thought you didn't want me anymore. Liu Ruyan pulled her into a protective hug. Then she turned and screamed furiously at the original owner. This is all your fault. Don't think sharing our blood gives you special treatment. I'm telling you, you'll never take Nanxing's place. Blood can never replace all the years we spent together. From that day on, everything changed. The original owner spent an entire year desperately trying to please them. All he wanted was a little love from his family, but all he received was contempt and coldness. The sharp smell of disinfectant filled my nose. I struggled to open my eyes. I saw a hint of concern on Liu Ruyan's face. Wait on, you're always getting hurt on purpose to get attention. Otherwise, I never would have ignored you. Shut up. The original owner might have been afraid of you. He might have tried to please you, but I won't. Something around my neck was digging into my skin. I reached up and touched it. It was an old, worn-out Lucky Charm. I didn't have the original owner's memories, so I casually tossed it away. Liu Ruyan had been about to say something, but then she saw me throw away the charm. The words suddenly died in her throat. She stared at me intensely. Wait on, you're really throwing that charm away? What else would I do? Why wouldn't I throw it away? I don't even want my life. Why would I care about some faded old charm? Liu Ruyan grew even angrier. Wei Dong, do you even remember where that charm came from? No. Liu Ruyan immediately flew into a rage. She searched my face.
Don't want your head going through.
Here. I got it.
Feeling my age now. Don't think I ever told you, but Sarah and I used to take hikes like this. I think the two of you would have been good friends. I think you really would have liked it. I know she'd have liked you.
I bet I would have.
Hello.
Go do some errands. Alright.
Oh. Right down there. Just a little bit further now.